So Jacobs won the tap, I should say. Dangerfield almost. Cruiser, well done. Judd burrowing in hard, trying to get the ball out now. Johncock over the top. Dangerfield brilliantly out, and yes, he does. He's a gun. So McKay, Dangerfield. It's a good kick. So Adelaide's last 5 minutes have been revealing, hasn't it? I mean, Carlton got the quick start.
Averaging 7 inside 50s, Dangerfield. He is so impressive and so dangerous when he gets into their forward half.
So Callanan, well, we saw Pods play his 50th game the other day. Well, Callanan's 29 and he's playing his 10th match as Judd's coming from the ground. His 10th match as a 29-year-old Callanan. I mean, isn't it great that we're seeing these mature age blokes get an opportunity? He's a pretty good kick, Callanan. That's a goal. Can you believe it? Adelaide are in front.
They can.
Oh, they're out.
So they're kicking the ball well, the Crows. Callanan, McKay. So McKay with a long ball. Look at this. To Vince. And got him. And then bang. They've kicked three in a hurry.
Not really. McKay has gone to him. The young fella's got the ball now. He's not playing him in a hard tag close to him, but he's working him the other way. So I think Adelaide's taken control of the game, so Simpson's not getting that forward running ball.
Now McKay's a beautiful field kick. He doesn't have a lot of shots for goal. Continuity's the key with him. When he gets 6-8 matches behind him, he can play some really good football. He's had a lot of injuries. That's coming back. That's a good kick. The lead has changed hands 4 times, I reckon, in the opening term. Right now, Carlton, you feel like they're being a little bit outplayed, but they're in front. Adelaide have had more shots, wasted a few. Tippett, Van Berlo, he kicks the goal, VB, and the Crows back in front.
Knocked down by Tippett. Socket forward, not 15. Desperate trouble with Simpson. Got it out, though. Gibbs. Robinson left it behind. Sloan onto the crumb then. McKay trying to get through. Did pretty well. Petrenko lost it, found it again, sweeps a hand pass out wide, right on the 50, going into unexplored territory is McKay, and he takes the mark 20 metres out. That was gutsy. Very much a protagonist there, got in his head, got up against his body. McKay, meantime, kicks his second goal.
Nearing half-time, so the game's been played between the arcs.
Porplecia gave it across to Thompson, kicks it down towards half forward. Johncock feeds it back to Sloan. Sloan against the boundary line. Callanan, almost the juggled mark. Coming across Tippett. Callanan just inside the boundary. How will it bounce? Obligingly for Vince. Vince snaps his second. How good was that? The presence of mind to smother it. Hand pass comes across from Thompson to Rutten. Dangerfield has been a catalyst. And he goes inside the 50, and the mark is taken by Vince, who can kick it over a journey. This to equal his career high. Twice before he's kicked 3 goals. Could have 3 by half-time. That is a massive kick into the crowd on the full, if you don't mind. It's gone about 65 on the fly. Thompson's kick was smothered. This man's got 2 goals. McKay goes to Dangerfield, probably the best on ground. He snaps down towards the pocket. And Jenkins has taken the mark. Wow.
Kirky was right too. He said that he'd send Van Berlo to Judd. Looks like he's actually gone to Judd. What a job that.
Runs around, kicks the goal. He's put it through. It might be 40 years or so too late, but Jerker, you beauty.
They need a lot from him in the second half, Riley. Well, he took the mark. So Gibbs 7 disposals to half-time.
Yep.
Riley to Vince. Well done by Robinson. And then right, Thompson from 40 metres goes bang. Well, they look right now as good as we've seen this year.
Boundary throw in. It's a very sophisticated plot line we've got going. Socket forward down there by Callanan on the boot goal.
So Jacobs and Hampson. Jacobs, Thompson squeezes the kick out. Front spot, it's Callanan again.
But Thompson's a really smart player, gets in the right spots. I think you can lose him there.
First time that Callanan's played at Etihad. First time he's ever played against the Blues. And that's a lovely kick, and he's kicked 3 goals again. And Adelaide pinch a big, big break now. And then Dangerfield on the left. Well done by Robinson. The big truck gets hold of it, though. That's a lovely kick by Rutten. And Jenkins is on. What can Jerker do here?
Look at him. He's having a bounce. He's having 2 bounces. Bauer's closing. He runs to 50. Beautiful finish. Oh, wonderful. What are the Bombers thinking, Tim?
Brett Ratton made a really good point, didn't he, at three-quarter time with Brett Cook? Just that critical contest that Adelaide have been able to even not win clearly, but at least stop Carlton from getting away. Oh, so clever, Dangerfield, left foot. Oh, how good is this young man? Well, he handballs to nobody, really. Then on the up's good to Van Berlo, who's been a star. To Talia. Yench, good kick. Thompson, so good. Steps inside and then races it out. She's a good player, Thompson.
Right for him.
So Paul Pleasure, 57 goals 3 seasons back. Has he got it? It's a lovely kick. And Adelaide are so impressive today. Well, apparently they got very excited about the prospects of getting hold of him last year. So Callanan to fall forward, a bash and a crash. And there's a free kick. So the advantage to Petrenko. And then, well, the cake's got plenty of icing on it already. I'm not sure if there's any more room, but it's there.
He's physical, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a big truck. So Yench short to Petrenko.
Right there, Chris.
2 goals to Petrenko. Outside the 50, Tippett juggles the mark. Almost looks artificial sometimes, doesn't it? Almost regimented the way the arms go up, but a basketball background as well. They're going for a rebound. That's not going to rebound, that's in the crowd. Well, pace is required in September. You get those fine days, warm days. Tippett comes again. Carlton have got speed, but see, at times they look brittle, and today has been one of those days. They look very brittle. Now, they've kicked 13 of the last 16, Adelaide. That puts the game in context a little more. We had a fight in the first quarter. Man on the mark, may have jumped over, doesn't matter. Tippett has found range. He's got 2 and a broad smile. There goes the ball from Thompson, going back in defence. Bauer. Ricochets across towards Lynch, somehow got free. Tippett is feeling it now. Tippett, vacant goal square, snaps his third. I just say that, Tim, because he's shown a lot of respect for Jacobs today, and obviously would have trained against him. And I think coming in, I just sensed
Too much respect, you think?
Well, a lot of respect,
Yeah.
you know, and maybe that's hampered his own game.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting point because, if I looked at Marriage last night and on face value in terms of natural ability, you would think that he has more natural ability than Ivan Marriage, but he hasn't been able to get anywhere near the numbers that Marriage is getting. So there's something wrong with his positioning around the ground.
Yep. So on the up, Riley, what a performance. Adelaide are back in the big time. They're on centre stage now.